Relay stuff up as well. And get Stream Raiders running. So fingers crossed that life goes easy on us today. We do still have a win daily to deal with, one way or the other, but the rest of the dailies themselves aren't that bad. We'll see how this goes. So, like I said, Octopath 2 will be tomorrow. We're starting to pick through a lot of the Chapter 3s and the 4s, and now we know from seeing stuff in the other ones that Chapter 5s are a thing too on occasion, so not as clear cut as it was in the last one. We should also probably update the message. I want to say it's like early May. Yeah, May 6th. So 5. So we got 88th this morning. So another top 100. We are officially with 40 bronze. I guess honestly, to be at this point, it'd be nice if we can get an early top 40 snag for this suit. But at some point, I'd like it if we could actually hit a gold. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but you know, goals, right? That means we'd have to go top 10. Pretty big ask right now.
That should be all you need to know.
But what else is there to do than to shoot for crazy shit, right?
Hey pilot, anything you need? We've completed your request. Ended up something like this.
So the next one's actually going to be at 550 cost on tropical, but it's also basic. So to be honest, outside of the obvious thing, which is like Super Gundam for Blast Dog, maybe some mass production types and the usual like tankier like Ford suits.
Ended up something like
we might actually see some Type Bs running around.
Will this be all? Leave it to me.
Just because it can do a similar job to the Super, although I would say the Super does the job with a lot less like cycling. So if the B doesn't actually offer more output from its cycle than the missiles do on the Super, then it might still not really get used, right?
Famous supply drop. What time is it? Supply drop time. Requesting a material.
That is ultimately what the fuck is what is this color? Hold on, I just saw something on Twitter. Wow, they gave me another Corvette. Really? Could have used that on Jenny. Shit.
Supply drop time.
I still want this goofy fucker. At this point, we don't spin for meta, we spin for content, right? If we can get it and do a video about it, then we need to do it.
For materials.
Man, look at this shit. What is that color scheme? He's like a sumo wrestler or something, I guess. It's super silly. You know what it reminds me of is those old sumo suits that they had in like, I think some of the old game shows for Nickelodeon had shit like that for one of their physical challenges. It was really silly. It's interesting though, because a lot of early gameplay for the Chobam armor kind of didn't really show people using active guard too often. It was mostly just the way that it would cycle and get stuck in with stuff. So it's neat to see people stand their ground a little bit more with that. Especially since it can't, I think it doesn't have force injector and it can't roll either. So it really does have to use that. Because what else is it going to use its boost for outside of melee cancels anyway?
Pilot sorties, making preparations for sortie.
Oh my god. Okay, well we're about to cycle out. What is it? 450, 550, 600, and 700. We don't have to do space today.
Alright, be careful.
I wouldn't mind doing low cost.
Get ready to move out.
Wawa port. but we're probably not gonna get anybody in time. Which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? But we'll also get Stream Raiders running. That way you guys can slap some units around.
Your team's ready. Make your final
Mobile
preparations.
suit Gma, what the fuck? Is that someone doing an Amuro impression? Oh my god. It's probably gonna spit us out, yeah. Fair enough, I guess. So that puts us at 450 on Colony. Which means we'll probably see the new suit flopping around. So the rough thing here is that even at 450, my usual impulse is to go Camphor, which is probably going to be suffering with this new raid, but we'll just have to see, right? Because what? The only other thing that's like more readily sensible would probably be like the Jetta or some shit. Or if you really want to go there, maybe just like heavy arms for the stagger. Although I have been seeing a lot of people run around the VG. Just because it's not as cumulative while also just rocking pretty much all beamage except for its leggies.
Your team's ready.
Oh wait, no, VG I think is higher though. I was probably looking at something else. I don't think it starts here. It'd be weird if it started here, but maybe it does. Let me double check. Oh no, it is here. Okay. It yeeted me before, but we're back in now. We don't have a raid. Why don't we have a raid? Ooh. These guys are not gonna want to change, are they? I don't see that FS changing. Yeah, the second I went into Haro, he's like, nope. Fuck you. Oh. No, in fact, he's going into Gaza. Gaza D.
Get ready to move out. Prepped and ready for battle.
That being said, this front line's probably going to be doing its own adventure for the most part. I am probably not going to have a whole lot of help, and if I do, it's probably going to be me getting shot or slapped in the back a lot. So, you know, usual raid things.
Commencing operation.
So I will say, it was interesting the people that we got. There was a little bit more turnout for Advance Wars. Mostly probably because of the nostalgia, but we did get some weird champs in there.
Captured a beacon. An ally is requesting support.
So hopefully it being a little bit later on the cycle means that they go find somewhere else to be.
The enemy has captured a beacon. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
That was our bull shield hits? What do you mean?
Allied unit destroyed.
Oh, they have an eyeball. I'm just hitting everyone's fucking shields today, I guess. This shitter's gonna follow me all the way over, huh? Okay. my god. But you have a friend. Oh my god, these fucking... These Gen 3s, dudes. The fucking worst. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Also, someone from Bomb. Interesting.
Where and how will you reach?
But lowercase bomb. So slightly different. Oh, 4 backed off immediately. He did a swoop, and that was it.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Oh my god.
You've taken some left.
All the iframes in the world.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
There's this other eyeball.
Allied unit destroyed. Taking heavy damage, pilot. You alright? That mobile suit won't last much longer. Capture beacons to supporting fire incoming. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
That sucks. Just too much spacing.
Allied unit destroyed. Allied unit destroyed.
I'm gonna be honest, 4 isn't really pulling their attention and he's not doing a lot of damage either. And just swooping in when like everyone's already gone.
Get out there and try again. Allied unit destroyed. You've taken some light damage.
God, give me a break.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Allied unit destroyed.
Don't just machine gun at him. Attack him with literally anything else.
Destroyed an enemy mobile
The
suit.
shitter's still here.
You're taking heavy damage, pilot.
Oh my god.
Right? It may look bad,
Ooh, wow.
but it's too early. That mobile suit won't last much longer. Allied unit destroyed.
Neutral didn't fucking read. That's the worst.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
No, I guess that Alex is probably gonna get on one. Two's not gonna drop in time to save him. And that D-type's actually doing more support work than anything else.
Allied unit destroyed.
Oh my god. This sucks. I hate having to deal with this guy.
2 minutes left. An out. Bases are more valuable for this mission. Allied unit destroyed.
on.
Enemy unit down.
Oh wow, he was really low. Oh wait. I had to say, he wasn't out of tank. Let's fuck that guy.
Supporting fire incoming.
Just go down. And he put it on him anyway. Take the supports. I had no vanguard. Take the generals and literally everything else.
This isn't over. You've still got a chance. Get out there and try again. Allied unit destroyed.
Let's see, where is this guy?
Allied unit
He's
destroyed.
gonna see me.
You're taking some light damage. Taking heavy damage, pilot. You alright? Our missiles can go back much longer. The mission is over.
Oh, what a pain.
Well, that could have gone better, but these things happen. Here are your rewards for this battle.
Literally everywhere where I needed them to be, with the burden of approach constantly being on us. And no approach to be had.
Making
It's
preparations.
not a great start.
Come back in one piece, okay?
This is gonna be a bunga fest and a half.
Your team's ready. Make your final preparations.
Wait a minute. Oh. Also tempting.
Prepped and ready for battle. All right, you lot. This is it.
Yeah,
Keep
get
your
in.
cool, work together, and come home
All right.
safe.
Well, round 2. Lucky ducky. Have a good sleep. Thanks for coming through.
Commencing
See,
operation.
it's round 2. Let's see how this goes. Oh god. Good luck then.
Your radar is enemy has captured a beacon. Allied unit destroyed. Taking some light damage. Where and how will you redeploy? An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Get out there and try again.
Universe!
Your radar is being jammed. Beacon captured.
Oh, that's what it is. Neutralized. No one's gonna bother looking over here because he jammed it. So he's just gonna get my suit for free. Yay!
Allied unit destroyed. Get out there and try again. Allied unit destroyed. Your radar is being jammed. The enemy has captured a beacon. You've taken some light damage. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Oh my god.
Heavy damage, pilot. You alright? Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Enemy unit down. Well done.
Let's see. Grab this real quick.
Your radar is being jammed. Beacon captured.
Man, no one bothered to go up at all. Holy shit.
The enemy has captured a beacon.
Like, we still got 3 minutes to go here.
That mobile suit won't last much longer.
I still hit him too.
Looks like things are going our way. Your unit's been destroyed. Allied unit destroyed. An ally has destroyed an enemy. Get out there and try again. Your radar is being jammed. Allied unit destroyed. Enemy unit down. Well done. Allied unit destroyed. You've taken some light damage. 2 minutes left. Bases are more valuable for this mission. destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Heavy damage, pilot. You alright? That mobile suit won't last much longer. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Oh shit. I was holding back too far.
Allied unit destroyed. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. 1 minute left.
Oh god, before I can actually let it loose. I should have just fucking tackled. I am a fool. Oh no.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Okay. Still, we're looking okay here. As long as they can at least keep up the output and maybe get some of these other guys.
Get out there and try.
It'll be hard for them to catch up with so little time. Especially with most of our guys being pretty healthy here. Oh my god. Oh, he got the tackle? He fired too. That should have made contact first. Oh, but he fucking universed him. Aw. But he got stopped.
The mission is over. Well done, everyone. You
That worked out for us then.
Here are your rewards for this battle.
So that also takes care of our win for this account, thankfully.
Making preparations for sorting.
Let's see. So that leaves us at 600 here.
Mission accepted.
Get ready to move out.
Still really wish I had the S Gundam to mess around with, but it's probably gonna be a good while until we actually get that. Unfortunately. We did get this recently, although it's probably not a good idea to use, especially in a level boosted sense. So why is this on this? Wait a minute. That puts it just at 60. Although to be fair, most of this is also ammo based. So it might be a little bit better to do a reloader situation here. It depends though, because if it doesn't really have a lot of output with this range, then that might not really help us out here. But how much can we really shave off? 2.3, 1.5, 2.5. And that's just with the first one, right? Problem is that take up a shit ton of mid, so the only other thing we could really put on is this. If we go with doing the 3 instead, then we can also get the 2 on. Not that this is a great idea either, though. It's 2.8, 1.9, 2.8. 6%, 3%, 10%. As opposed to... what was it? 15% by itself?
Your team's ready. Make your
So 19 instead. So 18. It's technically more... oh, but because we have these on here, it takes more away from that.
Your team's ready. Make your final preparations.
We're not really gonna do this one, but it is interesting to see what it could be. Also, why is this? I think because these are the same Vulcans. If they're not, if they're shittier. Because it says Aqua head mounted, so they might not actually be the same. If that's the case, I'd probably just switch those. The other unfortunate thing is that they made this a separate version.
Your team's ready. Make
So I
your
think its
final
baseline is higher, but it also means that we can't scale it without getting specifically the one that they made for this. Yo, what is going on right now? These guys are constantly just in and out.
Your team's ready.
We did get this the other day, but I have a feeling we're still gonna have a fair amount of people running raids and stuff. $600 means Roselle for us in terms of general play. Forgot that this is also random ground, so there may be some cherry picking for maps as well, depending. Got about 2 minutes on a Stream Raider battle, by the way. If anyone has any final units to throw down, then by all means. Oh god, did it DC? Shouldn't have. Unless I just spelled it wrong. Oh no, it did DC. Oh my god. Okay, I hate that. I hate it already. Gotta regenerate the tokens. I just decided to do it. Even though I got that last command out. At least that's faster than it used to be, but I think the second one I still have to log in for. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Oh, goddamn. Hold on. I guess it doesn't matter. But like we made the other one for a name on purpose. Like just let me do what I want to do. Stop hassling me. Stupid ass thing. There we go. Wait, it changed it again. Why did it do that? That's weird. Oh, you know, because I think we're in there. I guess it doesn't matter. It just seems sloppy. The entire point is to have a different bot channel. For presentation's sake. And it's lame if you don't have it. Lame, I say. But I'll have to figure out what it's trying to do, because it seems like it just wants to do it all through Streamlabs instead. And it's not letting me log into the other account that I want to use for the bot. Which is stupid. So it's either purposely trying to streamline it by doing that, or there's just some sort of dumb hiccup. But regardless, I'd rather just have it working. Still waiting for a couple more people to get in here. In the meantime, let us move forward with some stream raiders. Let's see, so Lucky 7 with the most kills, off-duty horse. Oh my god, the way that's spelled too. With the most assists. Off-duty getting that healer scrollage. Congratulations. Unfortunately, we're still not in an event. I don't know when the next one's supposed to come, so...
Make your final preparation.
It's mostly going to be bronzes and silvers for us for right now. But it is what it is. It's just us prepping until the next one, right? So the new map is out. Throw those units down at the link in chat. This will be the final round for Gus if we actually get it going. Although I don't really like what's happening, and Gibson of all people is here. Ugh. My favorite person to have to deal with on a friendly team. Yay. That's how you know I play this game too much. Like, even without having the blocked highlighter on here, there are just some people that I despise having to deal with on either side.
Make your final preparations.
Got a lot of people yeeting from the map here. The only thing I can guess at this point is that it's some sort of either team shuffle or comp problem. And we're going on, I think, our 4th rendition. Impact site's not bad. I would have rather have been on Colony again, but whatever. At TB might have a hard time, but if there's several of them doing Rushdown, then it probably won't make much of a difference. We don't have a raid all of a sudden. Why? Oh god, is it because of the fucking atlases running around? Like, it's just not necessitated to raid it anymore? Is that the vibe that I'm picking up here? So I tried this last time. The high mobility form for the custom was pretty neat. And we were doing it on military base last time, but this is a little bit more choke pointy. So I might not get away with what I was getting away with last time here. It might even be better. Well, I don't have time to really put the parts on. But if I can get the parts on next time, I might have to just try like Windmill Zulu or something. Just because it has some more accumulation and a bit more potency with that heavy. But we got it fresh on this account, so I don't have any parts on it. I don't feel like doing some quick shit just for it to blow up in my face, so we'll see if we can at least keep some range pressure up before we can go in and slap people. So we have 2 atlases running around, a Z2. Most of our suits are flyers. Heavy stagger on Nedzaku 4 and a Stark Jagan with a lot of ranged Barfin accumulation, but we might not have Team B ready up here. Dog Swimmer is still in Haro, and Gato for whatever reason is in protest. In fact, they may even wait out the timer. Yeah. Damn. So either they weren't paying attention or they just didn't approve of whatever was on the other side. Alright. We'll back out of the raid slot and see if someone else takes it next time. Ooh, I like this. Fingers crossed that this isn't something that also gets cut down because of copyright. DJ Cutman's on it, so it might be safe. Although I think specifically having the Game Chops label on it makes it a little bit safer, especially when they're collab tracks. Sometimes the other person has a lot more ferocious legal hounds, right? So that can be problematic. We'll just have to see.
Your team's ready. Make your final preparations.
That's not really a good comp. Not a melee resistance in beam, but like next to no ballistic. 600 is definitely more beam heavy, but there's still a couple things that barf, especially if he has Starks running around and whatnot, right? But we'll roll with that for now, because I want to just put more boost on. 87 is pretty solid. Technically, we could tone it down a little bit if we really needed to. But getting rid of that control system on the first slot really isn't going to open up much else for us, so there isn't really a lot of urgency there. Oh god, we're on underground now. Which does mean that the Windmill Zulu would be a little bit more opportune, except that somebody just fucking left again! What is happening? This lobby can't be this volatile, right? Like, it can't be that big a deal. That's beyond, I want to say, our 5th version of this. That's wild. My god. So we've been awake on and off today. We got up pretty early to do some other stuff because of clans, and then I ended up knocking out soon after I got back. Surely I have less of an excuse now that it's the weekend though, right? I'll totally start streaming earlier for sure and not sleep through it. I'll be honest with you though, I'm pretty tired. Oh, we'll get through it all the same. Not to mention there's some editing that I want to do after we're done here. Did I get the... Oh, see, I had the Hastily, but I had the fucking level 2 because of the stupid banner. That sucks. Level 2 syndrome is the worst. Like, none of these are ever gonna be as good. A cost up. But if you only ever get them as level 2s, then there's only one place you can fucking use them, right? Because trying to go under cost with anything, let alone something that's already like boosted, is a poor choice. There's very few suits that can get away with that. Still one short here though, so you got some time to sit around. You know, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, paneling wise. It's a little too much blue in there, but I don't think the leggies are separate. No, they're... Well, actually, no, that's not bad though. Because the arms and legs are supposed to be armor plated, so that actually still works with that. And technically, even though I like the red better on the shields, the blue matches with where I want the legs to be. But where is that other blue at? Oh, it's also part of that. So we'd have to sacrifice the forearm or the biceps being like that. Red being in the center is where it's supposed to be, honestly. I want the vents to be gold, but I feel like it's gonna cover the chest vents too. Yeah, we can settle for the hatches though, right? And that's on those bits too. Okay, that's not too bad. I might have to leave this lobby, you guys. Holy shit. Somebody yeeted again! And it's not PSN. You know, it hasn't completely spit us out or said fail matchmaking. It's just constantly trying to game teams, comps, and or map because it's also ground random. That's wild.
Your team's ready. Make your final preparations.
Also, you have a lot of support heavy people on here. Like we got saddled with Arctic Base and like 3 supports were set and they just didn't flinch. They just stared at it like, okay, and is someone else gonna change? No. No, they are not.
Your team's ready. Make your final preparations.
It's interesting that I put that other clip of us seeing the base, the cap point on fire this morning over on TikTok, and I swear most of the comments over there whenever I post anything GBO2 related is, what is this game? There's still so little awareness, right? Even after 4 years, this is just how poorly the international release of this has been advertised. And there's been a bunch of hype for the PC release, to the point where some of the people that are chomping at the bit for PC don't even realize that there's like another version of this. They just saw all the hype about the beta because, you know, PCs get betas more consistently. You know, the beta for this on console was JP only. So by the time we got it, they just spit it out as a client. But it's also very interesting that, unlike a lot of other team-based games, people will look at shorter clips all day, but like streams and long-form content have a lot more of a smaller and dedicated following for this. And more to the point, when the PC beta is more relevant, people will go and look at that, right? Console is console. There's something that's even more notable when it comes to having a direct connection with, oh, I could be playing this, but I'll watch this version of it instead. But it makes me wonder if streamers will actually try to specify if they're doing the console or the PC version when it actually fully drops, and if that'll actually make a difference. Because they're going to be doing PC dailies as well, once that does drop. Which means doing 3 accounts every day. That's going to be fun. This is probably the only time I'm going to be able to run this suit. Until I actually get the more baseline cost one. It's probably not a good idea that I'm trying to rock this right now anyway, especially now with these fucking superior suit shitters running around. Oh, that's a burst. Somehow that's worse to me. Unless it's enough accumulation normally to actually get that going. Oh my god, dude. These asswipes had too much fucking movement. No reach for anything. This shit don't reach for shit. It's such a difference, right, when you're at low cost, because you're so slow. And a lot of the times, people are just in a closer proximity, so it doesn't really matter.
Supporting fire incoming. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Oh, that was on me? What the fuck did I do? Jesus.
Our mobile suit won't last much longer.
I didn't deserve that. That's not nice.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
I deserve that, though. Can you please not just fucking push it in my back? You see I'm here.
An ally has
You've seen that I've been there the entire time. Literally tackled right there. And then just suddenly pop up in your fucking periph.
an ally has destroyed allied unit destroyed. Unit's been destroyed.
He's got backup, but they're not gonna really bother with it.
Where and how will you reach?
Oh, especially when he goes backwards and just doesn't do anything. Okay.
Allied unit
So they got 3 though. 6 is gonna back up. 4 is gonna die.
captured.
I don't think 6 is really gonna be able to save him for much. We don't have any forward points because that initial skirmish didn't really have anyone cap anything. Because everyone thought that everyone else was gonna fucking do it because no one actually wanted to do it.
The enemy has captured a
So,
beacon.
you know, fun shit. Responsibility sucks, man. I guess is the moral of that story.
The
on,
enemy has
Jessa.
captured a beacon. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
No one asked for responsibility in the video game.
Allied unit destroyed.
I don't know what you thought you were gonna hit,
Taking some
but I
light.
appreciate you doing nothing.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Allied unit destroyed. Taking heavy damage, Kite. You alright?
God, I constantly just flash this forward. Oh my god, what are these guys over at base fighting still? We've just been stuck in this corner this whole time. Are they seriously all tied up by that fucking S Gundam and haven't killed him yet? Oh my Christ.
Allied unit destroyed.
Yeah, he's still back there.
An
Yeah, we're not gonna win this.
enemy has captured a
Because they're gonna box us in now. They already have all the cap points.
supporting fire incoming.
This is a loss.
Allied unit destroyed. Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Taking some
Oh.
supporting fire incoming.
Oh.
Enemy 2 minutes left. Bases
Oh my god, please.
mobile suit won't last much longer.
Move up, you shitters.
An ally has destroyed
Like, y'all have something to do.
components overloaded. You need to stop the repair. A bomb was set in our base.
Problem is that they're all gonna tether bad to get the bone because we had the lead.
Light components overloaded. Supporting fire incoming. An ally is defeated. Allied unit destroyed. Enemy infantry defeated.
Go away.
The enemy bomb's been defused. An ally marked an enemy unit. 1 minute left. Bring that victory home. Your unit's been destroyed. Supporting fire incoming. Allied unit destroyed. Get out there and try again. Allied unit destroyed. Damage. Taking some light damage. Well, that could have gone better, but these things happen. Here are your rewards for this battle.
So yeah, it doesn't feel the worst, but just has to deal with too much crazy shit at this cost range. A little unfortunate. Also, thank you very much for the epic champion tank on the field.
Good work out there.
Alright, so Gus is done. Gonna be moving on to Ginny here.
Oh, there you are. I've been here. Take this. That should be all you need to know.
Even the police can't stop me now. What are you talking about? What does that have to do with anything?
Have a good night. Here's a gift waiting for
Alrighty.
you at the rewards center. My dad will give it to you whenever you're ready.
So a bunch of the mission 1s are done. Okay. Good.
Oh, there you are. I've been here. Take this. That should be
More
all
dip.
you need to know.
Hey, pilot. Anything you need? We've completed.
Ooh, everything's done.
Ended up something like this. Will this be all?
That should be in range for that.
Ended up something like this.
Still gonna be a while until the EZZ gets anything. We'd have to
Be all?
pretty much rush that
Ended
to
up
get any significant progress, unfortunately. The wonders of 4-star enhancements.
Will this be all? I'm on it. Ended up something like this.
That's all done. I'll throw that in there. Not that I use that, but whatever.
Thanks. Hi.
The research lock?
The supply is. Ooh, I see you're going for a supply drop. What time is it? Supply drop time.
Ah, okay. Oh! Well. At a random single spin, we end up getting the CA. So the other Alex is here.
Come again. Promise me.
Oh, I guess I know what we're gonna be doing today then. Actually, yeah, that's fine. I'll put that there. So we can do a preliminary. I'll probably do a proper video later, but I'm gonna have to get some decent rounds, so it might be a little bit, because this is probably gonna be a pain in the ass to get some footage in. But we're talking about 450, 15k health, ballistic resistance is 32, beam resistance is 30, melee resistance is 31. Ranged at a very piddly 5, because, you know, raid things, I guess. Melee strength is 35 with a movement speed of 125, top speed of 200, which honestly, considering the armor, surprised they even gave it that. Thruster gauge at 60 and turning speed is 69. 3 priority, of course, with no compatibility, although it can be in ground or space. And the part slottage of 15, 11, and 6 in that order. From top to bottom. Leg Shock Absorber 3, Assault Booster 1, High Performance Balancer 1, Melee Combo Controller 1. High Speed Ambac 2, High Performance Radar 1, Damage Control 1, Maneuver Armor 2, Enhanced Tackle 5, which means it gets 200 to attack, and plus 30% to distance covered. Anti-Blast Stabilizer, because if it didn't have that, it would be absurd. Active Guard, which means it can actually block and stay in place. And Chill Bomb Armor, which is very similar to the beam coating on the Delta Gundam. So HP's damage is reduced by 50%, however damage reduction and reaction related effects will cease when the HP falls below 50. And anti-ballistic armor is reduced to 0. So it can tank through a lot of stuff. The cumulative that it can tank through in that state is actually pretty high. Because even campers have had to beware a little bit, or even just, you know, not be around anymore at base cost with these shitters running around. That being said, it does have a healthy amount of defense already on top of that ballistic coating. Even with the control system level 4 though, not quite enough to get it to 80, so you have to do both for that. That health pool is pretty nice, but that might be the one thing that's a little bit more worth jacking up here. That's probably not a super great setup, to be honest. But the thrust is also for the block on top of the health being for the layer. But it seems like you kind of have to pick between one or the other depending on what you actually want to do. Which is probably going to be a little troublesome for this thing. We'll do the initial combination for here. That's gonna change. In fact, we probably reverse that so that the gold is on the Chobam and the green is on everything else. But that also means it's gonna be very, very bright. Also looks like it just has a bunch of khaki all over it now. What we could do, I guess, is try to get some more Oh, I know. Hold on. Well, I don't know, because that's just gonna get rid of the general weathering. That might even be too shiny. We'll see. It's like it's wet. That's kind of funny though. Just flat out gold game. I don't think anything actually touches the rifle either. It just gets to be a gray brick on there. The inner legs can still be green. All this can switch to that. Round it out at least a little bit.
I handle pilot 40s for the
What's going on, guy?
making preparations for
So we got the CA.
come back in one
Colony drops our only course of action here.
preparations to sortie.
I've seen most people run the Zook on this. The accumulation on the Gatling, I'm assuming, is significant enough. And actually, we can back out and do a quick demo
Heading back to base camp.
just so that we can get an idea.
Following procedure. Making preparations for sortie.
We'll also do that stream raider real quick. Because I didn't notice that before after we spun. That's my bad. So since we haven't actually started our dailies yet, we'll probably have enough time to do another one. So we got that. Just the wife and aboard with most kills and most assists.
Happens in a mobile suit, so you'll need to be
Crimson Queen getting those archer scrolls while Jessica gets the extra 10 gold. Moving on to a silver chest here. And so you push forward. So that stream reader is up. Throw those units down. And we'll come back to that in about a half an hour time. I'm pretty sure it's just legitimately.
and can be strong or weak.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. Not bad. Still most of the mag just because it's a smaller mag on it, but not too bad. A little bit of a height issue there, but can also block. Takes a decent amount, and it actually
Type mode
speeds up quite a bit.
great mobility and enhanced melee skills, making them perfect for diversion and disruption. They excel at hunting support types.
Yeah, it's not bad. The grace period for them having... Oh wow. Oh, I fucking whiffed it because I'm a dummy.
Destroying a mobile
Oh,
suit's legs.
I'm gonna move on to something else then.
Be mindful of damage and strain on your own legs, and take every chance you get to damage the enemies.
So I'm more partial to VR, but it's probably gonna be safer to run Zook on this. Also, obviously, there's a longer startup on the sabers than on the boot. I'm a little bit disappointed that it does the hook into the straight. It's not really a straight. It's more of a bigger hip, but still. I was kind of hoping it would have the roundhouse from the gun cannon line, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Mostly you're just gonna be doing boots. And then of course this has a pretty gross amount of pull on that tackle. One thing that I'm a little bit surprised that they didn't do, for anyone who's familiar with Mban and how this melee works on the Chobam armor, is that it actually is able to advance with like a forward like push or tackle. I think that could have been a pretty easy heavy attack. Just to have it like fling itself forward at high speed and just bullshit over.
Like machine guns, can cause staggering after repeated attacks.
But there's a lot of missed opportunities with this, right? Like they could have did that. They could have had a whole other mechanic where the armor jettisoned and maybe made it a more lightweight version of itself. The melee could have been made up of just either the same melee, because it's literally using just hands and fists, or doing single blade and double blade, kind of like some other raids. And I would almost argue that they could have given you the option to just have the purge happen after the 50% is gone. So if you still wanted the other moveset or whatever, if you wanted a chance to maybe repair it later, you could keep it on, right? And then if you didn't really give a shit and just wanted to shed it after you lost that health, then you could just do that. And there would just be a trade-off there. Just trying to get up. Oh god. Good old cats interfering with the life as usual. No boots. I don't know. I'll probably do my 2 cents about it again when I do some of the recording after. Not my favorite class.
Good work out there. I handle pilot
250?
the whole making preparations for
Oh, and in quick match.
making preparations for
I was like, there's no 250 here. What do you mean?
Please make your preparations to sortie.
So, my hope is that we can get this done for getting at least a halfway decent match pretty fast. Not that I have a lot of confidence in it, but it would be better than having to either do this off stream or having to delay the video itself. I'll probably do another abridged one like I did before for the last two that we got, regardless, just so that I can throw that up. I want to try to get it under a minute, that way I can do a short, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm too long-winded, even when I'm not doing commentary. I do like that I have this on Ginny instead of Gus, because we're at about the same rating, but if this goes really bad, then it's not gonna really hurt us for clans, so we can just kind of do what we want here and figure it out. But doing it in a rated context is more relevant than trying to do it in quick match where the brain melty is even worse. Or I should say brain rot. That's what I was looking for. So we have a holdout on both sides, huh? I mean, I get it if you don't like that. First of all, I'm really tired of the gunner type, to be honest. But also, double raid. I guess I can understand that. Oh my god. If we get enough people fast enough, I won't switch over the screen. But we're fluctuating now. Yeah, screw it. We'll just wait, because they might eat again anyway. So we got Stream Raider's still going. If you want to throw down some units for that. We don't have a raid right now. Fin is very insistent on not changing, and I'm sure Gambler's not gonna want to change either. But now, we're dug in. Because now we're actually trying to do this
We're off to the battlefield.
for videos. So I'm not gonna compromise either. So if we lose this, we lose this.
The battlefield is dead ahead. Sorry when ready.
That being said, if they legitimately do have a problematic support, we're gonna have to jump that first. And then at least hassle some of their gens, because at this point, everything is gonna be anti-me.
Commence operation.
450 has become a bit of a shitfest with the new wave of 3 powereds running around, which are very exactly what this thing does not want to deal with all the time. Oh, he's up there. That's probably another. Yep, it's another Gazam. Because of course it is. So he ran away. What is with this guy? Is this other one the Gazam again? No. Oh, wow. Okay. That works. Get it. Yeah. That's fine. My fucking boot was too high. Oh, shit. Not the right thing. The other thing about this map is that the ways to ascend outside of committing the jumps are really obvious, because it's just like several ramps. Wow, that was really delayed.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Yeah, that other guy next to him might be the support. Or we could just, you know, not fight over there. Oh my god. Thank you, fucker. Oh my god, then again I did it to him now. Oh, I actually got him. Nice. So I don't have any defense now, and I'm gonna deal with this guy. Thankfully, he's primarily beam. Oh my god! So yeah, that's the perfect worst thing for me to have to deal with, is some flying shitter, especially with a bunch of these guys on the ground being on the lookout for us. Especially since my entire skill is not relevant to dealing with him. Oh boy, well, I got nobody. Everyone else died. Give me a break, dude. This is not gonna be the one.
Don't give up yet! Hang in there! Good luck!
Are they a new type? Oh, 3's gonna get reported.
Stations established. Target confirmed.
Spending too much time mauling and not enough time fighting.
Long-range supporting fires coming in hot. Firing's over. Your ally's been knocked out. The supporting fire scored some nice hits. Fire incoming. Your ally's been knocked out.
Ah, that still hits somehow, huh? Even though it was over a plate
Damage.
and height-wise shouldn't have been near me. These guys are all having their own adventures. 2, 3, and 1 aren't doing anything up front.
Your ally's been knocked out. Good luck.
Oh my god. As he completely just tackles the other way. Bye bye. It's not a great maiden voyage in this thing.
Your ally's been knocked out. Good luck. Your ally's been knocked out.
Wow, they actually did nothing. Holy shit. Yeah, like I didn't mind when me and Fin were at least getting on stuff, but the rest of that, no. That being said, having a little bit more splash in corner workage with the Zook might be a safer choice here overall, even though I don't really prefer using that Zook.
Making preparations for sortie. Sortie application accepted. Please make your preparations to sortie.
Just because the output's even shittier than usual, since this is the raid version.
Feel free to make any final preparations as the team is formed.
Yeah, we're constantly gonna have people opposing the new suit being busted out, huh? This knock guy is not gonna want to change again. We're not gonna have a support again. Like, do it if you're gonna do it, but I'll just fucking sit there. Actually, that's probably a good thing for us that a bunch of them muted. We'll see who we get now.
Feel free to make any final preparations as the team is formed.
Actually, we might be in the same situation we were before. If we lose someone again here, we'll go to Stream Raiders and wait it out. At the very least, we have a support of some sort. So we're all ready. Team A is at a bit of a stalemate here. It's just a milk truck with a 20 mounted on. I mean, yeah. Sometimes that's all you need, right? An AA gun is already annoying enough by itself. It's even more horrendous when it can move. And if all you have to do is spend the bulk of the money on the emplacement itself, then you might as well, right? Because the truck, regardless of what armor you put on it, is always going to be susceptible to fire. So, I understand it. That obviously didn't stay like that forever.
Commence operation.
And like, anti-air emplacements nowadays are nothing like that. For the most part, so. Different time, right? I don't know if that other guy is staying out there because that's the support. Oh, they got a jammer. Is that an AWAC that did that? Well, no, it can't be because it's still... I think it's still too low cost-wise. Still trying to see if they have a support. Unless the eyeball? They have an eyeball, maybe? Ow, ow, ow. That's so nice. Oh, they got a motherfucker over there. Abadunka. Hello. We got shot in the face. Oh my god. Well, that didn't necessarily work. So there's supports out that way. I need to get to it. Where's sir? Your stealthy little vanguard is gone. You little shitwit. Bunga bunga. What you doing out there, buddy? Come on. Smacky. You get it a bacon. I make it a pizza, I get it a bacon. I repair the armor. Oh shit. Someone's coming. Somebody's coming. Help! No one's looking at him! Woo! Hi buddy. Oh my lord, what are you doing to me? Oh my god. No! My leggies! Ow. You know what? I'll take that over having to hobble around. I will accept death. It's just annoying that he did it. So that is a little bit scary. Right? Because that rifle doesn't stun, but it does have good output. 3 is on the verge. We're probably gonna lose aim.
Good luck.
And I don't really know where these guys are gonna engage. They're everywhere. Everyone's super spread out right now.
Your ally's been knocked out.
Most of those guys might be underground.
Entered an enemy. An ally has destroyed an
You know what? I think actually, yeah, they are. That sucks. Whatever.
long-range supporting fires coming in hot.
Rather, these guys just make the best of what we got going on.
Down. Oh, those supporting fires are practically nothing.
They're booted. Out.
This damage shouldn't affect too much.
Bro.
Taking some serious damage. Whoa,
Can I get some help?
looking good. Your ally's been knocked out. Whoa, you've entered an enemy jam field.
I don't really want to deal with any of these guys.
Your ally's been knocked out.
Oh shit. What the hell's up here now? Yay! That's right, there's 2 of them. The wonders of the double raid. He ran into the wrong guy though. He ran into our fucking ground. The enemy is nearby. Also, thank you very much, Joseph, for the epic berserker on the field.
Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
So the problem is
Good luck.
that yeah, they're all gonna be here. Did you get him?
You've entered an enemy jam field.
Buddy, they're coming. Ah shit. No. No. Oh my god.
There's a bomb planted.
And he planted. Citrine's gonna try to get it. Problem is that I don't know if he knows, if I know that he knows where this other shitter is. No, he got hit too.
Some serious damage. Whoa, you've entered an enemy jam field. Your ally's been knocked
He didn't commit. Did that get both of us? Because I'm gonna be very upset if that got both of us. Yeah, I did. Bro, how did that slip by him and then hit me? Just to get him too. Oh my god.
Your ally's
This is gonna be a loss because they're gonna get that bomb.
good luck.
Now, granted, it's slightly early
Communications established.
and we can wipe these 2, but it's gonna take a lot more than that to catch us up.
Yikes, our base is down.
This is a bigger overarching issue.
Supporting fires coming in hot.
Especially since, I don't know, where these guys dropped.
Stepped up in priority. Firing's over.
And well, I don't know.
Supporting
How the fuck?
Nothing.
My suit went over this way. Oh my god. Oh my god. I saw everything drop that way. I was like, oh, it's gotta be me. Like, no, stupid. Bro, can I get some help? You downswung me. Yeah, the ready up's slower than the foot by design.
Has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Which means you technically would want to lead in with the foot
Good luck.
so that you can get another one in maybe. Although to be honest, you probably have a better chance of getting the
Your ally's been knocked out.
oh wow, okay.
Your ally's been knocked out.
I don't need y'all to stop dying, otherwise that bomb's gonna be pointless.
Enemy mobile suit destroyed.
And lo and behold, the bomb was pointless. These guys fucking suck, bro. So still a little bit of an easier time than last time, but
Lost. Here are this battle's rewards.
too much range punish. Not enough free action in the front.
Making preparations for sortie. Sortie application accepted. Please make your preparations to sortie.
I don't know if I'm just gonna have to try to commit to having more output instead.
Feel free to make any final preparations as the team is formed.
The bigger issue right now, and the reason I wanted more boost on, is because in order to do more of its cancels and combos,
Onto the battlefield.
once it actually commits to stuff, it has to blow through a lot of its boost to do so. So having the active guard be your only other recourse for either getting a dodge out or standing in place and digging in
Sortie when ready.
isn't always an option. Without just guaranteeing that you just don't have boost for a hot second. We'll do that Stream Raider battle after this match is done. Also, just to stop with the caps.
Here we go.
I'll do it when I'm ready. gonna be a lot of him coming in from behind and no one stopping him. I can't trust these guys to do that for me. Oh, let's look at this guy, huh? What the hell am I looking at, though? Wow, and then he just let them alone. Okay. I got wedged again.
Big deal, pilot. We should capture him. Fire incoming.
5 and 4 got split off. 3 and 1 are apparently keen to do nothing. I'm not really sure where one's trying to go.
Good luck. Your ally's been knocked out. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
I don't think they actually have some sort of support, because that Gaza's a Gaza D. It's not a support Gazam or anything. I don't know if the E actually has a level 2 at this point or not. They have a pseudo support with their own ground type. I just did nothing, huh? Oh wow, I slid him.
Looks like we're ahead for now. Your ally's been knocked out.
Wow, really? Even with the priority difference, huh? I'd really rather not.
Your ally's been knocked out. 2 minutes left in the mission. Just jumped up in priority. Your ally's been knocked out.
The big kick. Yeah, the issue right now is that clearance for the kick, even when we're on like a slight bit of debris, means it's gonna completely whiff unless you catch their like the top of their shoulder. So positioning is really finicky for extra downswings. And the tackle, although it does have an enhanced tackle, it doesn't really do a lot. If it had shield tackle on top of everything else, like a powered or whatever, that'd probably be a little bit more enticing. I got some extra damage on that at least. Oh my god. Alright, I got that.
Mobile suit.
Do you want to try to take care of this? Oh, their pilot dropped. Yeah, we can go back.
Fire incoming.
I was gonna say, that actually wasn't enough. A little bit flaily there. But yeah, most of it's just you having to use the turning speed to at least get some extra incidental stuff. Being in the mix and in the thick of it's always going to be more advantageous. The bigger issue that I have, and I'll probably still use this match if we don't get anything better. But the bigger issue I have with this is that it doesn't usually pose the same issue of the burden of approach that a raid has when they have to do their job against just support. Some of the other scenarios that we've had so far have had that, but in this case we're just spreading our damage and trying to give them something to chew on instead, and generally just trying to avoid stuff like Decay because they just had that big charge shot. But as a pursuit raid actually trying to do its job, so far it hasn't really felt super great. But we'll see what happens if we can get another round here. I'd say that's probably one of my bigger issues with this, because a lot of the maps that we've been thrown into so far give flying supports too much room to kind of just flutter away, and having to rely on it being a smaller map means that you're probably not going to be dealing with supports at all, unless someone's feeling particularly cheeky, right? So like that's a non-option on Arctic, unless they're trying to do some stuff on the pillars or whatnot. You know, you probably won't see any of that when we go on like underground base. Although I do wonder how this thing is faring on more wide open maps, right? Because we have supply depot and military base as well. So this might be a non-choice on maps like that by comparison, as to where technically tropical desert you would still have at least a little bit of recourse, right? Because people had to move in at you at mid and or near base, and both of those are a little bit more constrained, and the areas where you're actually going to be useful while being on the outside are still technically limited, or a bit more reachable than on some more vertical maps. So in this scenario, and it probably won't happen, but ideally, those powereds would stick together, or I would just duel up with the other powered. So two suits that are meant to get stuck in, and we'd just be able to do stuff off each other's hits.
Onto the battlefield.
I have a feeling that Neuro Trainer is gonna be hunting for heavy attacks. Oh shit, we forgot to do it again. I got so caught up in talking.
Battlefield is dead ahead. Sorry when ready.
You know what? Just so that we don't hold it up, I'll do it in the background. But GBO2 gameplay takes precedence. So we will not be switching to that view. So you won that. You got the silver. I'll divvy out the prizes and stuff once I die. That other guy just dipped and got away, huh? That sucks. I actually didn't do a lot of damage. Hi, buddy. He's still trying to shit out bombs. These guys are really obnoxious. I really hate fucking Stutzers. Okay, so this might be a similar situation.
Your ally's been knocked out.
Crimson Queen white the board there.
Where and how?
Got the 50 gold. We'll try to do one more. Mostly because we should probably try to run out this timer. And maybe even do some extra legwork. Oh god, we got a big group for this next one. But yeah, Stream Raiders is back up. Oh, they're all shifting this way. Oh my god, bro, please. Bro. And I couldn't get that other guy because he was too far away. On a different note, yeah. Because at this cost, a lot of the post-Zeta stuff doesn't even use ballistic, right? It was really easy for people to shift gears or to use the usual safe suits to just circumvent the skill. So doing that didn't really make sense. Especially because they immediately threw out a countersuit to this right out of the gate. And it's a countersuit to a bunch of raids because it's an anti-raid suit.
Fire incoming!
So in a lot of respects, the Gen 3 power being introduced to DP ended up just overriding the Chovam armor entirely as the highlight of the update.
I'm picking up an SOS from an ally. Good luck! Your ally's been knocked out!
So glad you got to walk out of that.
Your mobile suit is hurting!
we're not winning this.
The enemy's captured a beacon.
Dilix fancies themselves to be the group commander here, apparently. No one else wants to drop.
Good luck.
Ah, so glad I came to help you. Thank you for the backup.
Your ally's been knocked out.
Truly an asset to team.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Left in the mission. Just jumped up in priority. Whoa, your mobile suit isn't looking good. Your ally's been knocked out. Our mobile suit is hurting.
So they do have a D2 though. That other Pale Rider was actually their support.
Your ally's been knocked out.
Take the supports.
Good luck.
Yeah, this team doesn't feel like fighting, I guess. So on top of everything else, that slimy fuck is using an MG. Yikes.
An SOS from an ally. Good luck.
I am honestly like chomping at the bit to see if Deluxe actually does a sarcastic tell at the end when we lose. Just so that I can actually report him. Oh my god. Yeah, he played it safe. Unfortunate. Yeah, that doesn't feel super great. Being able to get in there and capitalizing off of other hits and stuff is nice. But you really do have to get in there in the middle of things. The idea that they want this to be a suit that takes the brunt of the hit as a frontman means that they also want it to initiate more, and that's not a good idea for this suit. Because both of its downswings have way too much wind up. As opposed to something like, say, the beta or anything that has like a more like frame 1 hitbox for the knockdown. Let's see, Crimson Queen with the epic double agent on the field. Thank you very much. Level 2 of the skill preserves some of the lost armor stat. Doesn't make sense for it to lose all of its belly armor. Yeah.
Feel free to make any final
Well, crit light armor made
formed.
the Choban fit. Yeah. Because that's the thing, right? Beam coating, it made sense because it was just it was something that was applied to the outside of the suit after the fact. It was in the lore, right, that it could only take a few hits. But in this case, in order for that to not be effective, it really should have an option to either jettison it or have it be shed. It really should be like a two-phase kind of suit. Because having the armor look the same regardless of whether it's at 50 or not, visually is also just a shitty tell. The only people that would really think about it too much are people who either read the skill or who, you know, immediately assume that it's just gonna be like a ballistic version of the other skill itself. To like no real gain for the user itself either. But it has the potential to be cool, and the stuff that it can do when it gets some momentum is nice, but I would argue that like the stuff that it's doing is the same shit that any raid with 2 melee can do. I think the only real thing it has to its advantage in that regard is that a lot of them don't really have that going on. Right, the only other option you would have in that regard is like the close combat or something like that.
Final preparations as the team is formed.
You know, if you want to go with something that's even more thin or frail, the Red Rider also, which is also interesting to think about because let me see something. What's the base? So the baseline is only 1500.
Feel free to make any final preparations as the team is formed.
Right. Even though it has this whole extra layer of armor on it. The increased armor, by comparison, has like 1700. Or actually, no, 17500 at level 1. Despite actually not having as much armor physically on it as the Chobam armor. So if anything, it should probably also have a health boost as well.
That's it. We're off to the battlefield.
Because there's a bunch of beam-based weaponry that's still shaving off that extra health anyway. There's only a few ballistic-based suits that are really despairing at this thing, and even something like the Zogok, right? For example, can still run around this thing at level boost, because most of its damage comes from melee. And it has the same priority as it, so it can slap it around too. Most of its ballistic damage is just for the sake of stopping it, in terms of accumulation or whatever else.
Here we go. Commence operation.
Oh my god. Alright, if you want to fight him, you can fight him. I'm not gonna fucking wiggle around your shoulder for that. Oh yeah, she did it. Double-dunka. Oh my god, bruh. Yeah, fine. Just so that you're actually here.
Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
This guy's gonna get in my way a lot. This guy's gonna be a problem. Question becomes, did they actually shred that support, or was that something else that they got? 'Cause that's not him. There he is. Oh my god, bro. I don't know if that's even his last tackle or not. It wasn't. It was not. I earned that. To be honest, I shouldn't have tested it. But the shitty thing is in that situation with that little health, the tackle probably would have been in risk to either chunk me or fuck my legs. So, not a great position to be in regardless. So 3's gonna grab A. We did get the initial wipe, but it was really hard fought. Our support's already on the ropes and is probably gonna die right now because he's just, I don't know what he's doing. To be honest, he lost his legs. Oh my god, bro. I don't even get my fucking maneuver armor. Like, what's going on here? Latency winning out again. How did that neutral even reach me? Ugh. Also, I'm gonna say this right now. For anyone who thinks that latency or lag is actually gonna be better on PC, you're kidding yourself. Outside of having maybe more regional people in your area, they aren't separating the regions like Evolution did. So you're, depending on the time you play, you're still gonna run into the same lag types that you always have. If not worse, depending on how many more Suna Medica people start trying to play too. Because that's just Wi-Fi warriorage at the ass. I find that really interesting that there's just like, for as much as people are about quality on the PC end, there's a lot of people who are like, well, I'm gonna run this on this notebook that I got for school on Wi-Fi, right, as an online game. There's a lot more people that do that. That go beyond the call of budget gaming to just run on ass. Or at the very least, there's some sort of standard here. Even if it's a game that, you know, struggles with optimization.
Reporting fires and set up. Pull out of the hot zone. The enemy's captured a beacon. Good luck. Long-range supporting fires coming in hot. Firing's over. The supporting fire scored some nice hits. Time for cleanup. There's a bomb planted in our base. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Enemy mobile suit destroyed.
You really gotta get them on the fall down. I don't think they're gonna get that bomb. Yeah, they're too busy just playing musical chairs with these shitheads. Actually, that bomb's gonna get hit regardless. So you might as well just ignore it. We need to move forward and at least attack. The only shitty thing is that there's a good chance they're gonna camp behind us. But there's legitimately nothing we can do without wasting too much time. It's just not gonna be worth it. The support got cut off by that support fire. There's something up there. is honestly probably what I need to get. But it's got beams, which means it's gonna be a pain in the ass regardless. Oh my god. I'm so glad everyone else has Force Injector and I don't. The boot at least came out, but that was piercing, so if anyone was behind me, then that's fucked.
Your ally's been knocked out! Good luck!
Yep.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit! Your ally's been knocked out! Long-range communications established. Target confirmed. Long-range supporting fires coming in hot. 1 minute remaining. Hold steady. Firing's over. Oh, those supporting fires are
Hang on. The fact that it doesn't let me out until that animation finishes too is really frustrating.
Your ally's been knocked out! Time has run out! Aw, we lost!
Feels bad, man.
Battle's rewards! Making preparations for sortie.
Huh.
Alright, be careful out
I don't want to really say that it's a map thing for that either.
to sortie.
But I'm still really wary to use the active guard on this. Just because it seems to chunk through it a lot. And if I'm actually going to have any sort of pursuit, then I still have to boost. I can't just walk up the shit. Because whatever I'm going to be chasing is probably going to be able to transform.
That's it! We're off to the battlefield!
Let's see, about 8 minutes on that stream leader battle.
Let's get to work! Mobile suit team, sortie one by one! Here we go! Commence operation!
for things.
We captured a beacon.
Is that a midline? He's gonna be a problem.
The enemy's captured a beacon.
Oh, they also have a Mariner, bro. Oh my god.
Taking some serious damage.
I'm not gonna get anything done. This guy's just gonna be in the way all the time.
An ally has destroyed an enemy. Your ally's been knocked out.
There's two of them running around? What in the world?
One of your allies has marked an enemy.
Ooh.
Had it. Supporting fires been set up. Pull out of the hot zone. Your ally's been knocked out.
Oh, they're vendetting against the wrong shit.
Fires Pick where
That
and
sucks.
how
Because the Mariner as a support is really easily bullied.
fire did practically nothing.
But trying to book up against
Enemies captured a
like a Spartan or some other shit while that's still around is not a good idea.
Your ally's been knocked out. Your ally's been knocked out. One of your allies has marked an enemy. One of your allies has marked an enemy. One of your allies has marked an enemy.
Oh, I hate this. I don't want to deal with this dude. Jesus Christ. That guy's got no legs, but I also had no recourse here. This is already a loss. 4 is already mauling. The guys that we should be getting pretty fast were not. And 1 is legitimately nowhere useful. And he's hitting the building.
An ally has destroyed an enemy. Good luck. One of your allies has marked an enemy.
Crimson with the epic monk on the field. I'm not dealing with that bomb. I'm not gonna just die by myself with no help.
Long-range supporting fire is coming in hot. Firing's over. The supporting fire score. Good luck. Your ally's been knocked out. Your ally's been knocked out. This damage shouldn't affect you much.
Oh, but two of them are there. So if we don't win this skirmish right now, that bomb's gonna be useless. Yeah, go to rest. Fuck you, dude. Oh my god. I'm fucking stuck. Ugh. Get away from me. What is the 3 suit? Level 4, 450 free. Yeah. Don't you love it? It's so fun. Level boosted or free, and he's the only other one that beat his rival. Holy shit. Meanwhile, our eyeball did fuck all. This is a really bizarre comp too, because they had two of these shitters, 2 fucking mariners. And it was that hard for us to actually do like a half wipe, because you have 2 mariners, right? A camper that's really frail. A close combat that's frail as fuck. But because everyone was fucking caught up on this shitter, and him coming in and swooping in, they didn't focus on anybody else. Like, Jesus motherfuck.
Here are this battle's rewards.
Pain in the ass. What is this big dude? Warrior. I don't like that everyone put their range units in front here. We have some tanks though, so we'll try to shore that up. We're just gonna get mashed out in this spot. We really needed some of them to actually like divert. Cause they got a lot of range units going on right now. Yeah, it seems about right. We needed more we needed more berserkers and stuff. Things that could actually kill units in mass. But that'll be all she wrote for Stream Raiders. I got this one more go.
Please make your preparations to sortie.
But I don't think I have it in me to really get a decisive, like, good hit in this thing. Like, I can't say that it's bad, but I can also say that outside of 1 or 2 times in Drought Colony, we really haven't seen this thing either. The boats on the Black Rider have made it more viable. And honestly, we haven't really seen much else. Like, I'm trying to think of another raid. I guess the close combat on occasion, just because it's a heavy attacker. It's interesting that a lot of people were so-so about the CC in the beginning, and the Nero Trainer was actually taking more precedence a while back, but now it's reversed. Like, I see a lot of people being lukewarm about this thing and leaning more on the CC now. I guess just because of the 2 melee advantage on it. People would rather have an extra thwack on top of being able to charge in for heavies. Yeah, that was a level 4 Freet. Gallivanting around.
Feel free to make any final preparations as the team is formed.
Oh no. First of all, that's a regular ass full armor. But also, I really don't have a lot of what is that marine type doing. That's 200 costs. You gotta be something else, buddy. You can't even run that. What do you mean? Also, I'm gonna shit myself with that Hyzex using an MG. It is very possible, though. I will shit all over this room. That is a threat and a promise. Huh, so another raid instead. You got a Red Rider running around. Someone else who fancies themselves to be Zoro, I guess. Which hopefully doesn't mean that they're just gonna be putting me on my ass all the time.
Here we go! Commence operation!
Someone was talking about earlier this morning the idea that the Chobam armor just came like several years too late. And I can kind of see that outside of it just being late thematically. Like, if this was a couple years back when the Alex actually dropped and maybe they did it as like an extra thing during that event, it probably would have did better. Because it would have had a lot less beam related stuff to contend with in its infancy. Instead of whatever bullshit we gotta do now. There's just a lot of like immediate answers if you want to fight this thing normally. Case in point, this motherfucker. Like, I can't frame one tackle. You know, blocking's only gonna stall for so long. And even then, that's probably even slower. The only thing I can do is try to boost and hope that I get somewhere.
Pick where and how you'll sortie. Your ally's been knocked out.
I don't know what 3's doing over there. I'm glad you had a nice little tour of not capturing anything and seemingly not doing anything, because now you're just gonna die by yourself. And it's exactly what you deserve. Like, what a dumbass.
Good luck.
Oh, he got out.
Long range supporting fires coming in hot. Firing's over. Ugh, that supporting fire.
Yeah, out. They're really determined to try to cap something, I guess. Oh boy.
Fire incoming.
Stealth shitter.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Your ally's been knocked out.
Oh my god. Thank you for nothing.
This damage shouldn't affect you much.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh mama. Oh god. You know what would have been a good time for that Red Rider to actually get a heavy out? Right there. I'm sure he's busy stun looping something else in another corner. And now we have no front point. Hopefully 3 doesn't get interrupted.
Looks like we're ahead for now. Good luck! Your ally's been... We captured a beacon!
Is he going all the way over here? I hope he finds you.
Your ally's been knocked out! Enemy mobile suit destroyed!
No, that wasn't supposed to be a fucking thing. I'm pissed. That was just supposed to be a weapon swap. Ugh.
Your ally's been...
That fucker's still trying to cap Sophia. There he goes.
2 minutes left.
So he ditched the tank. It's just in the middle over there near D.
Up in priority.
5 doesn't really have a lot to go on right now. He's probably gonna die in a second.
Your ally's been knocked out!
I really hope they didn't get like a temporary lead, not look at anyone else that was on the field, and just assume that they were good.
Firing is over. Ugh,
Because that's what it looks like.
did practically nothing. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile.
Because now we gotta get at least one more before he's gonna die.
Good.
Because he's not gonna be able to back up. Yeah. Ugh.
Here are this battle's rewards.
So yeah. Not the worst thing ever.
There.
And I wouldn't mind trying to run it more later. But it does kind of bring up my own gripes with 450 raids in general. Like, Red Rider can feel good sometimes, but it's also very momentum based. Close combat's probably one of the closer things to not feeling the worst ever. And to be honest, like, as much as I don't mind Neuro Trainer, it's probably not gonna be my first choice in a lot of situations. These two have fallen off way too much, which is very unfortunate. I don't know. It's a neat option. I kind of want them to do some reworking at it already. And some people were talking about the idea that even the baseline Alex at this point probably deserves a little bit more of a buff on it, or at least some other changes going forward. I feel like the buffs on the Black Rider have probably made it a little bit more obvious of a choice, and of course you have, like we saw there, Desert Gelgugs running around doing their stuff too. There's other suits that just do some of the output a little bit faster with less work, and that's ultimately just something unfortunate about the setup. But it is what it is, right?
Oh, there you are. I've been waiting here. Take this. That should be all.
That being said, we do have the new suit, so we can pretty much just sit on that for now unless we want to try to spin for other stuff that we've gotten previously. In the meantime, that will be all she wrote for today. Since it is 7 in the morning now. So let's try to find somebody to raid here. Which is solidly nobody in category. Zilf might still be going. Oh my god. Why did it immediately turn his sound on? What the fuck? It's supposed to mute it. Ugh. That's annoying. So it looks like they're going to be going into a match right now. So one way or another we can actually go over there. I don't think there's anyone else that's on that I know outside of category. I'm gonna check just in case. Just because I know Reggie has been doing that subathon for some family related expenses. But I'm not sure if she's still going or not. Or if she's in another sleeping phase, right? Yeah, looks like they're not really around. So Zilf is actually a streamer who has been here on and off on the category for a long, long time. They've gone through a lot of rebranding, a lot of changes, and unfortunately it's left them with a mixed bag of general reception, so hopefully they find a bit more success on Twitch going forward. They've been trying to do a lot of stuff on YouTube as well. Alright, so the usual stuff, GS3 and GK and our class are going to battle Operation 2. Trying to get some more people in there for GS3 in particular so that we can do clan matches more consistently. GKN is our purely casual clan of the two, so if you don't want to do clan matches and just want to grind your DP and tokens, then jump on in there whenever you want. Also be sure to check out those support lines over here, stream LMS donations, as well as our other stuff through our Linktree links, which shows off our YouTube, TikTok, and all that good stuff, while also having other deals to help keep the lights on around here. We also have our raid messages, the first one if you're sub, the second one if you're following. Tomorrow, since we pushed it forward today because of Advanced Wars, will be more Octopath 2, and then we'll go through the cycle as usual from there. So until then, hope you guys have a good rest of your morning, night, or whatever, and I'll talk to you all later.